Alright, I've got a quick plow pump motor maintenance tip for you here today. This is something I started doing at the beginning of every season, I think a couple of years ago, and I just realized that I have not posted a video on it. I have posted a video on cleaning the screen and replacing the emulsified oil in the dead of winter. But this is something that you should do probably before the season even starts, and it certainly has extended the life of this tired old motor, and it helps your motor run a little more smoothly, a little cooler, and a little more efficiently. Alright, it's quick too, so let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Alright, so what we're going to do is remove this cap here, and on this pump motor here I've got two slotted screws. You may have Phillips, you may have bolts, you may have more than two. If they haven't been removed in a while, be careful not to strip them out. They're long. And make sure you don't lose, if there's a washer or a lock washer, make sure you don't lose that, alright? Alright, so if your cap hasn't been removed in a while and it's really dry in here, you might need to just kind of tap your screwdriver in the edge here. Mine's been off every year for the last 2 years. I'm just using a rubber mallet and my flat screwdriver. Alright, so here's the deal. A couple of years ago I was plowing and I thought I had the clogged screen with emulsified oil issue. And that wasn't the case. What I found was this bushing in here was extremely dry, and there was a lot of friction happening, and this plate was hot to the touch. I mean, so hot you could fry an egg. And you know, this is the dead of winter. I was plowing hard, and it just wasn't working real well. So I was ready to replace the motor, and there is a part of me that thinks I should replace this motor right now because it's old and tired. But then there's a part of me that really wants to see how long is it going to work now that we're doing this maintenance, okay? So I'm going to start by taking my rag, and I'm going to grab something to kind of clear. Don't lose your washer here. Clear the grease out of here because I'm going to put fresh grease in. And, all right, I just wanted to give you a quick shot. Now that it's cleaned up, you can actually see how much wear has occurred on that bushing because it was bone dry, okay? So we're just going to apply a little bit of grease in there. But before I do that, let's go ahead and clean up this armature here. I want to hit this with some electronics cleaner. I don't want to go crazy with it. I just want enough to kind of clean any residual grease off this armature in these brushes, okay? And I'm going to use this Deoxit D5. I love this stuff. I use it on my guitar potentiometers and amp potentiometers and input jacks. We're just going to use a little bit. I'm going to set my light down. And this part probably isn't necessary. I just do it because I have it apart and I like Deoxit. But realistically, the maintenance tip is cleaning this up and applying grease. And that's what we're going to do right now. Alright, I'm just going to use some brake and wheel bearing grease here. And again, you don't want a lot because you don't want it to basically loosen up and drip down and disturb contact with the brushes. And I'm just going to poke my finger up in there. And you could obviously use gloves if you prefer to do so. Alright, we don't need a lot. We're just going to clean up any excess that may be around. And just for good measure, just rub a little bit here on the end. That's it. The only other thing I do is I do like to seal this, so I actually use a little bit of Indian head gasket shellac. You can actually see some had been applied, and that's mainly because this cap is busted, and it could be a point of allowing water down into the pump oil, which then causes emulsified oil, which then in turn requires you to pull that out and clean the screen, and we don't want to do that, okay? So let me go ahead and do that. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Again, when you put these back in, don't forget your washer here that goes over the top. And make sure that you have your lock washers and washers in place here, and don't over tighten because you're going to do this every year and it's going to help maintain your motor. Okay? Hey, thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up if you found it helpful, and if you're not a subscriber and you want to see more of this type of stuff, hit that subscribe button and leave questions and comments down below. Maybe everybody knows about this and I just learned about it 2 years ago. but I thought I'd share it with you. All right. Hey, have a great day.